Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear viewers. How are all of you? So today I'm here to explain you the practical program number 11 from the computer science book of class 10. The program is write a program to find the area of a rhombus. Yes, first I'm going to explain this program. You have to find a formula. The formula to calculate the area of the rhombus is diagonal 1 by diagonal 2, and then it's whole divided by 2. So first of all, I started the link section. After that, I have started the main section, and then in curly braces the main body part is executed. Float will be the data type as per requirement of your book, and diagonal 1 will be one length, diagonal 2 will be one second measurement, and area will calculate the area is the variable which will store the result of findings. Printf and scanf is used to initialize the variable diagonal 1 and diagonal 2, and area will be calculated by the compiler, or the formula of area is given at line number 10, and print command is used just to get output displayed on the screen. If we do not use the printf statement, then the area will be calculated but it will not be printed on the screen. After that, line number 12, 13, here I have just left some lines just to make the execution of program smoothly. Now I'm just going to run this program. I'll run this program and just enter the diagonal 1 and diagonal 2 measurement. Here you can see that in your book the float data type is declared, but the value which is entered at 30 and 40. But I have changed the values. I've just entered the values in the form of float data type. The 3.4 fractional data part will be there, and 5.6, and it will be multiplied by to each other, and then answer will be divided by 2. The area of rhombus will be 9.52. Just remember that I have changed measurement because I have changed measurement according to the given data type, flow data type. So this is the out. Now just let's move to the practical program number 12, and this program is about write a program that to find the area of trapezium. Now I'm going to just calculate the area of trapezium. The formula to calculate the area of trapezium is base 1 plus base 2 whole divided by 2 into height. So there will be three variables which will be input by the user, and the area will be calculated by using the values of these three variables. Same method is used. Printf and scanf is used to enter the measurement of base 1, base 2 and height, and area will be calculated at the line number 11. The formula to calculate the area of trapezium is given at the line number 11. And I'm also showing the diagram picture of trapezium, that how does trapezium looks, and then printf is used just to print the results. And you can see that I have written %.2f. It means that after executing the result when the area will be shown to the screen, after decimal part only 2 value will be printed. Otherwise, if we do not write the specific %.2f, the after decimal part there will be 6 digits that will be displayed on the screen. So we can make a condition that we can write .2f, .3f or 4f, anything, that how many values the user want to get printed on the screen of a float type data. So guys, let's just move to its execution. You clearly can look at the program. Okay, enter base 1, base 2 and height of trapezium. Let's say I'm just entering its height. Again, same mistake, float data type is declared, but here the user is entering the integer data type 10, 15, 20. But because you have defined the data type float, so the answer will be in the form of float 250.00. If you do not write 0.2f, then after 0.60 will be displayed, or any other values. If it comes 25.36, 762, all the 6 values will be displayed after the point. So here this is the output of practical program number 12. So guys, let's move to the practical program number 13. Write a program to find the interest on an amount. Okay, to calculate the area, to calculate the interest on amount, you will need three variables: amount, rate and time, and SI is the variable which will store the interest of an amount. Amount is the actual amount on which the loan is given, okay, and rate is the percentage rate of interest rate like 5%, 2% of the total amount, and time is the time period, number of years. So amount, rate, and time are initialized by the printf and scanf at three different lines, and on SI will store the formula to calculate the interest on an amount, plain interest. That formula is amount multiplied by rate multiplied by time by 100. Now you can see that this data type is integer data type, so no value specification is given because there is no fractional part. So and printf is used as line number 16 just to get the output displayed on the screen. If we do not use printf, the output will not be displayed, just calculated. And return 0 means something will be returned after executing the program. So guys, you can see it clearly, and now I am moving to calculate its plain interest. I will just click on the run. Just keep remember I am doing this in offline C coding compiler in Android phone. It is easily available app from Play Store. You can learn programming, basic learn programming in your mobile phone while do not having the full compiler package. So let's just move to this execution. I will just click on run. Enter principal amount means main amount. Like say if I enter 500 as per your book inputs. Enter the rate of interest like 5% of 500, 3%, 10%, which the user want to enter, and then the period of time like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, or anything else. Then it will be multiplied and it will be divided by 100. Your interest rate, simple interest, is 50. Like 50 rupees will be credited as interest amount on 500 rupees. If you change the year amount or rate, the answer will be different. So let's move to the practical program number 14. Write a program to calculate sum of 5 subjects and find percentage. So here you have to declare 5 subjects, S1, S2, S3, S4, S5. Sum will be declared to calculate the total marks, obtain marks. Total marks you will give first, because if you do not give the total marks, percentage cannot be calculated. So here the 500 total marks are given. Printf and scanf is used to initialize the variable S1 to S5, 5 subjects, and we have declared these all 5 subjects as same line. And after that I have given the formula on line number 12. Sum is equal to all the subjects will be added, and percentage is equal to, after getting the sum will be multiplied by 100 divided by the total marks, means divided by the 500. And then printf and scanf. Printf is used to print the value of sum, and the second printf is used to display the value of percentage, because the user wants just to get displayed both the variables on the screen, sum and percentage. If you write only one printf with percentage, the percentage will be printed but sum will not be printed, so there can be an error. So you can see clearly this program, and now let's just move to its compilation, its execution. So just keep remember this, I am doing same as in the offline C coding compiler in mobile phone and right phone. You can change total marks as well. You can change total marks to 250 or 300 or 800 or something else. Then it will calculate the percentage accordingly. Okay, it is asking the marks of 5 subjects like 45. I have given different marks, 50, 35, 22, 78, anything, 5 subjects. So each subject carry 100 marks like this, and just enter and the sum will be calculated in front of you. Okay, the sum is 2 and 2, and using the sum will be multiplied by 100. Sum will multiply by 100 and then divided by the 500. The percentage is 42. You can see now, if the total marks are 100 of each subjects, then these marks are very low. So here I can also change the total marks. The percentage will also be changed. If I change the percentage to 250, Then I have to change the marks accordingly. Obviously the total marks of each subject will be 50, so I have to give, I cannot give 48, 95, 20, 78 or something. I have to give the marks inside the range of 50. Now again I'm going to run this program, and this time I have just added the marks less than 50. Now you can see the highest marks near to 50, so percentage is 88%. So it's so easy. Now just let's move to the program, practical program number 15. Write a program that takes seconds as input and calculates equivalent number of hours, minutes and seconds. Means what will be input by the user? Total number of seconds. First of all, I'm just going to tell you the cheap. Remember that there are 3600 seconds in 1 hour. There 1 hour there are 60 minutes, and in each minute there are 60 seconds. And 60 to 60, 3600 second will be input by the user, hour and minutes will be calculated, and then again the seconds, then how many seconds above the minutes. Okay, so printf and scanf is used to initialize the variable second. Our formula is given that second, these are on line number 8. Second by 36, those are the seconds which will be entered by the user. Like say user entered 1500 seconds, 4000 seconds or something, that how many hours are there. And minutes, seconds minus 3600 multiplied by hours. Our formula is will be calculated by the formula, and the value will be input by the on the line number 9 at the place of h, and whole divided by 60 because in 1 hour there are 60 minutes. And then the formula of second will be executed. Second minus 36 into 100 h minus m is the value calculated by on line number 9 into 60. In why 60? Because in each minute there are 60 seconds. So, and after that on line number 12 I have just written the printf command, or minutes, seconds, and I have just give this format specifier. Now and presented by h, m and s, return 0, curly braces close. If you do not close the curly braces, there will be an compilation error. So now just let's move to the its compilation before you can see the whole program again. Just keep remember that there should be no any other statement terminator must be given at the end of each line. Semicolon, inverted commas, curly braces, all these are the valid rules of writing a program in C language. So just let's move to its compilation. So let's just compile this. I'm clicking on that one, and the program will be executed. First of all, it will ask you input second, like say if you enter 4400 according to your book, the hour, minutes and seconds will be calculated automatically. So you can think that there are 36 minutes 3600 in 1 hour. It means that these seconds means that the time is more than 1 hour. So hours 1, and above that there are 13 minutes and 20 seconds. So this is the output of practical program number 15. It's just very easy. You can change the value of second. So according to the given seconds, the hour, minutes and seconds will be nanoseconds will be calculated. Now just let's move to the program, practical program number 16, and the program is write a program that should calculate, that should input by the user the working hours and overall period, and the program will just display the total salary. Okay, for this purpose I've just declared 4 variables: working hours, overrate hour, pay hours and overrate, and B for basic salary, and O for overrate salary, and T total salary. So the variables which are initialized by printf and scanf are work hours and overrate hours. The pay rate and overrate will be given by the user, be input by the user. So first of all, I'm just going to calculate the PSAL, basic salary. The formula is given 40 into working hours. 40 here is defined because in 1 week there are 40 working hours, 8 hours 1 day, to 5 day, 8 to 5, 40. So 40 into working hours, and OSL, overrate salary, 60 into working hours. Overrate hours means if there are 2 hours, 3 hours or 4 hours, and total salary that will be calculated by adding the basic salary and overrate salary, overtime salary. So, and then we have used the printf statement. What will be calculated, what will be displayed? Total salary. So I'm just going to execute this program. Before executing, you can see that I have written printf that I am just displaying the total salary of employee, and that is generated by the total salary. Okay, TOTSAL. And after that I've used the return 0, and then I'm just going to compile it again. Just keep remember that I'm doing this program in offline C coding compiler and Android phone. So just simply click on the run. You can click on the menu, you can save, open and run, and after clicking on the run, a compilation window will be displayed to you. So guys, just wait and see what happens. So here I go, and enter working hour. First of all, it will ask you the work hours, 8 working hours. Enter overtime hours, that how many times you have work overtime. Like say if I write 2, then it's 440. So how it is calculated? 8 into 40 is 320, and 2 into 60, 120. 340 plus 120 is equal to 440. So I've just again opened the program window so that you can put the value in the formula of basic salary and overhead salary, and after that 320 plus 120 is equal to 440. The total salary is calculated by adding the basic salary and overhead salary. So this is the simple program. You can change the values. Obviously if you working hours are more, then basic salary will be different, and if work overhead hours are will be different for, so that means it will be double. It can also be changed, and if basic salary or overhead salary changes, then total salary will also be changes. So guys, let's move to next program, but before I've just entered some different values. You can see not different values, but I'm executing this program again just to make it clear, the explanation, make it more clear that how 440 is obtained. So let's move to the program number 17. Program number 17 is write a program to find the acceleration of moving object with the given mass and force applied. For this purpose, I have just started in the main section. The force and mass are the variable which will be input by the user, and A is denoting the acceleration of moving object. So printf and choose 2 printf and scanf are used to initialize the value of force and mass on line number 8 to line number 11. After that, on line number 12, the variable A is initialized. Like formula of A is given, that how acceleration will be calculated. The formula to calculate the acceleration of a moving object is force divided by mass, and you can just keep it remember that the value which you enter must be an integer data type. After that, on line number 14, I have used the formula to printf acceleration of a moving object, then return, and after that I have closed the curly braces. So let's move to its compilation. I have just run the program. It's last for the force, and then it will ask for the mass. You can enter any value, and after the 30 divided by 10, it is divided by force is divided by mass, and the answer will be 3. So again I am just executing just to make the understanding more clear. So by dear student, you can leave any comment. If there is some ambiguity, you can ask the question. So now let's move to program practical number 18. The practical number 18 is write a program that convert the temperature from Celsius to Fahrenheit, from Fahrenheit to Celsius. For this purpose, I have just declared 2 variables, Celsius and Fahrenheit. The value of Celsius temperature will be given, the value of Fahrenheit temperature will be given, and the value of variable Celsius will be calculated by the formula. Printf and scanf is used to initialize the value of Fahrenheit. Just keep remember that it's float variable, that your data must be in the form of fractional. And then on line number 11, I have just declared the variable Celsius. How it will be calculated? The formula is given, Fahrenheit value minus 32 into 5 by 9. And then on line number 12, same thing is again given, like dot percentage dot 2f, that we want our output to be displayed in this order, that after the fractional part only two values are printed on the screen. So you can see, and then on line number 13 I have just simply leave one line blank, and then on line number 14, moving to line number 14, the return 0 is written. So the formula is very clear, and float data output will be used to show the output, to show the temperature in Celsius. I'm just going to compile it. Just click on that one, and first of all it will ask you the temperature in Fahrenheit. It will automatically, if you give the value, it will insert this value into the formula to calculate the temperature in Celsius. Like if you go with your book, then you enter the 104, but the temperature in Celsius is written, displayed in the form of fraction. So 40.00, only two values are displayed after the decibel part. Now move to the practical number 19. Practical program number 18 is write a program that takes the input of total marks, obtained marks in metric from the user, and total marks, obtained marks in intermediate and entrance test, and after calculating the result, just show the student is eligible for admission in the university or not. For this purpose, total marks T metric, total marks in matrix, O matrix, obtained marks in metric, T enter, total marks in enter, O enter, 10 marks in enter. These variables initialize, and T and total marks in entrance, and O and obtained marks in entrance. So these variables are initialized by the all the variables are initialized by the printf and scanf from line number 8 to line number 19. No formula is given to calculate anything else. So just we have to check that a condition whether after calculating, seeing, checking all these results, is student eligible for the admission in university or not. So after that, on line number 21, after inputting all the values, I have just put the condition if obtained marks in matrix is greater than or is equal to total marks into 60.60 means in matrix 60% is required, and obtained marks in inter greater than or is equal to total inter marks multiplied by 0.65. You can see in your book as well the whole program coding, and the requirement for intermediate result is intermediate marks is 65%, and then for entrance same, total marks in entrance, obtained marks in entrance greater than or is equal to total marks in entrance multiplied by 0.65. So if any one of this condition is false, then the result will be false and nothing will be displayed. Like say let's go to display this program again, and I'm just going to execute it. If all the conditions are true, then what will be printed? Student is eligible for admission. There is nothing written with the else. So if any marks, if marks in any of the matriculation, inter or entrance is less than the requirement, so the condition will get false, and this statement will not be executed. Either the thing will be executed. So my students, guys, let's move to this compilation. Before compilation, you can check any error. Check for the errors, statement terminators, bracket symbol, curly braces, and everything is written on its own space. So that's why there is no any error while compilation. So meanwhile, I'm checking all my coding. Format specifier are given on the proper space, and main section is started properly. Curly braces, the body of the main section, is also started properly. So when everything is clear, I will just move to its compilation. You have to wait because I'm checking the all the program statements. Yes, I have just compiled it. First of all, it is asking about the total marks of matrix. As we all know, in our relativity bias criteria, total marks in matrix are 1000, and then it will ask for obtained marks in matrix, like how many marks a student or user has obtained in matriculation, 750. Then in total marks of intermediate, it's 1100, and obtained marks are, I think, 892 or something, according to your 820, according to your computer book, practical book. The inputs which are given are, I'm also giving the same inputs. And total marks in entrance test 500, and 370 are the obtained marks in entrance. So whenever I just enter this, it will, what will be printed? Let's see. So you can see the student is eligible for admission because 750 out of 100,000 means above 60%. 820 by 1100, it means above 65%, and 370 by 500 means that you have obtained 65%, above 65% marks in your entrance exam. So again, I'm just compiling this result with different values. If I enter some different values with less marks, like 250 out of 1000, 250 is very lowest percentage, that is far below the 60%. And then in intermediate, I'm just entering 820. Like you can see, this is an example of short circuiting, that if one input, any of the first input is, if first input is false, it is false, then it will not go further and will not check the other conditions. So they, like say if I change the marks of matrix like 250, which is far below 60%, then all others remain the same, then nothing will be printed because no command was given with the else. If the condition gets false, then nothing will be printed. So guys, let's move to the practical number 20. Practical number 20 is write a program that calculate the bonus for apply. The program should take the value of salary, experience, bonus task, and it will just give us the bonus, how much bonus has the employee has calculated. So for this purpose, salary, years, bonus task, and bonus amount is initialized. Here the bonus amount will be calculated. All the rest of the variables, salary, experience, means number of years, and bonus task will be initialized by the users. For these purposes, I have used it 3 times. Line number 9 to line number 14, printf and scanf. 3 variables initialized: salary, years means experience, and bonus task. Next step I have done that if the condition is applied, that if the bonus tasks are less or more than a specific condition, then its bonus amount will be decrease or increase. So first condition is if salary is less than or is equal to 10,000 and years are less than or 2 is equal to 2. Means if the salary the employee is getting is less than 2,000, 10,000, or years are less than 2. Means any one of the condition is false, then the result is false. Then bonus amount is equal to bonus task multiplied by 300. If this condition is false, then it will check to the other condition, next condition. Like say if the salary on line number 18, if the salary is less than or is equal to 10,000 and years are less than or is equal to 3. And then bonus amount will be, then bonus tasks like 4 tasks, 3, 4, 5, 6, how many tasks will be multiplied by 250. Okay, this is the example of nested selection structure, that in within a if condition another condition is also executed, also checked. So if the second condition is true, then it will get the bonus according to this condition, that bonus task will be multiplied by the 250 rate. But if both the conditions are false, like if salary is not less than 10,000 is equal to 10,000 and its number of experience years is not less than or 2 or 3 years, so in else it will go to the next condition, that bonus amount, how bonus amount will be calculated, that number of tasks like 4, 5, it will be multiplied by 500. It means if salary is not less than 1,000, it might be greater than 10,000. Okay, so and number of years are not less than 2 or 3, it might be more than 3 of 2 or 3, like it's say 4, 5. So whenever the number of years are greater and number of salary is greater, the bonus amount will also be greater. So bonus tasks will be multiplied by 500. So here the variables, all the variables are integer data type. So percentage d format specifier is used, and on line number 23 I've used printf just to display the value of bonus amount on the screen. Only bonus amount is calculated by the compiler. All rest of all the other variables are input by the initialized by the user. So guys, you can see I'm just checking that there must be no any error, nothing error, 0 error before compilation, and I'm just clearly checking statement terminator are properly put it on their sequence, brackets, semicolon, method commas, printf and scanf. All the statements are correct, must be correct before compilation. So now you can save the program for later use, or you can run the program directly just to check the result. I'm going to run the program, and it will ask to enter the salary. Like say if I'm going into a book, computer science book, then the salary is 75,000 is given in your book, which is far greater than the 10,000. So first condition is false, second condition is also false, so it will go with the else. What was it written in the else? Like say till then you check that years of experience, what are written, years of experience are also not according to the requirement, according to the condition. So we will not check, the compiler will not go with the year of condition. If it checks the salary is greater than 75,000, then the condition will not be evaluated, it will move to the further condition. You can see the number of experience years is also greater than 2 or 3, and so third input will be given, enter the bonus task. I just entered the 7. Like say what will be printed, bonus task will be multiplied, 7 will be multiplied by 500. Yeah, it means that bonus amount will be 3,500 on the salary 75,000. So here there is no role of salary and years, but it is necessary to calculate the condition that if salary and experience are according to the requirement, then bonus will be uh, calculated according to the formula. So here the else condition is evaluated. So guys, thank you so much, thanks for watching, just keep watching and leave good comment. Allah Hafiz.